So I'm PMP certified project manager, which is project management professional for PMI. I'm a PGMP certified program manager. All over the world. In India, it's going to be like just few thousands. And I'm a Microsoft certified trainer for artificial intelligence. And I'm a scaled agile certified person, SPC. The guys who don't know SPC, let me tell you, how many of you know Netflix? Nice, so many people, right? Okay, so if Netflix is making any series, how exactly they decide they're going to make it? Any idea? I'm gonna create a gap. See how the casual information is there, and you still don't choose to focus on it, and lose a lot of important information. So Netflix uses scaled agile framework. Have you heard F-17? That fighter jet was made using scaled agile. And FBI recently is using scaled agile framework. So what exactly is this framework? Just like an organization, for example, let's talk about project management, how exactly you're going to manage people, how the hierarchy is going to work, who's going to lead what. So that's a framework in which a lot of people work together to get an outcome or a solution in an efficient way. But technicality, we're not going to talk about. We're going to talk about something else. See, I had no scripts, nothing in my mind. I just came here and I was observing what exactly would be the nice point of conversation right now. So I saw a lot of hard work and a lot of focus. So till yet, you are still in the college, your parents and your teachers says the same thing, right? Like, oh, you need to do the hard work and you need to be focused, right? That's a way of success. This is right. How many of you believe like hard work and being focused is only the way of being successful? Only 1%, 2%? Okay, this is what exactly I expected. A lot of people don't believe in it, but still they don't know the answer, but it's fine, isn't it? So let me tell you, see, hard work and being focused doesn't guarantee success. Let me explain in a very nice way. For example, you are hardworking, you're all focused, and you are entering your kitchen. You got a pan, you're all focused, you're hardworking, and with full dedication, you put that pan on the gas stove. And this, guess what exactly you did? You put some chai patti on it, and with full focus and hardworking, you're just stirring it. Round, 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 round. Will the tea be made? No. So what's the problem? The process is wrong. So it's not about hard work. It's not about being focused. It's all about if you really understand the process. Let me tell you the biggest loophole in the entire India or entire world. Everybody wants to be successful. Everybody wants to be great, but they don't know the process. If you ask them about the process, they will always tell you, do the hard work. And I'm the person in being certified on the top scale, where exactly few thousands of people are there, I still choose to be casual. अब let's discuss why exactly it is. And it's going to be so much fun, trust me. What if, answer me one thing. You guys have your own personality? Like, the way you are, the way you think, the way you talk, the way you have opinions over certain things. You think that's your personality, right? Like, this is what exactly I believe. This is what exactly I think. This is my opinion, right? What if I tell you, whatever you are and the way you are, it's not you. This is what exactly you have learned from someone else. So how exactly it's going to make you feel? You feel like, oh my God, it's not me. Now let me prove it to you. It's very easy. So when a child is born, for example, it's a baby, little one, he have no clue how to talk and how to walk, right? How exactly he learns to walk and talk? From the parents, correct? Then he gets a little bigger, and then he goes to the kindergarten, whatsoever, and there exactly he start learning how to make friends. And guess what? There is a common dialogue. What exactly you get from the parents? Where exactly you're learning this thing from? Which kind of people are you being around? Where exactly you learned this from? Because they're being insecure. Because as a parent, they want them to teach you everything, but you choose to fly out and learn things from others. So that is one loophole. Then what happens? This is going to be interesting. Okay? Just take an example and let's think why exactly we're talking about all of this thing. It's about how you make the decision in life. You think management is easy? You think handling 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 people, it's easy? It's not. Just think the kind of personality that you have right now. It took years for you to get onto this personality. Then how exactly you think that you can change someone else? Kind of big things, right? And let me tell you how manipulated you are. So basically, how exactly your thought process comes, because it's all about decision making. How you make the decisions. Why you feel, I want to make this choice. Why exactly you feel, I want to make this decision. Everything is affected. Everything is affected. Till the time you were born, all of the experiences that you had, it affects your choices till date. And let me give you an example. Let's talk about depression. I don't know. I don't believe there is something as if like depression. There is nothing like depression. Let's talk about it. With your favorite subject, I'm going to explain this topic with an example of relationship. It's going to be fun. For example, you were a baby. You were 10th standard, 12th standard. You want a phone. Like, for example, my fellow colleague and speaker said that you wanted a phone from your parents. And for example, you are in a relationship and you want it to work. So what exactly is the first thing that you do? You go to your parents and you say, you know what, mom and dad, I want this. Correct? And guess what? You're not going to get it, but obvious. In the relationship, the same thing happens. You go to your partner and you say, you know what, I want these things to work out. And it's not going to work, trust me. What exactly is the second thing that you do? You being emotional. You little raise your voice. You being annoyed. You know what? I want this thing. That's the same thing what you do in a relationship. You get a little angry on your partner. You be like, you know what? I want these things to work. Don't do this. Then what exactly is the third thing that you do? You shout and you cry. You shout and cry with your parents. Still, they're not going to buy you that phone because it's expensive. And it's the same thing you do with your relationship. Also, boyfriend, obviously, he doesn't get affected. He's still doing the same thing. But what exactly is the final step that you do? You stop talking to them. You start ignoring your parents. You're like, I don't want to eat. I don't want to talk to you. I want a distance because you don't value my emotions. And guess what exactly what happened afterwards? Your dad and your mom going to be like, you know what, beta, we really love you. Surprise, here's your phone. Ta-da. But in relationship, what happens when you stop talking and when you feel like you're giving them space, ta-da, they don't care. And what happens next? Because there is this mindset that whenever you wanted anything in your life, because you were with your parents for a very long time, you were keep asking things from your parents, it is a continuous process that's been into your head. This is what exactly you have a thought process and a function. If I want anything in my life, this is what exactly I'm supposed to do. But with parents, after you had that last phase, you get that thing, that achievement is done. There is no further step. There is no next step. But in relationship, the last step also, that doesn't work, right? So, the point to understand here is that in your entire life, you just know these steps only. You're going to ask, you're going to shout, you're going to cry, you're going to stop talking. You don't know if still things doesn't happen, what exactly you're going to do next. In relationship, if that doesn't work, you have no clue what exactly you're going to do next. So when you don't know if the situation is still not under control and you're out of options and you don't know what to do next, you say, I'm depressed. So there is nothing like depression. It's just like when your mind run out of options, how exactly you're going to handle the situation. Agreed? And we have heard this a lot, positive thinking, be positive, work hard. So let me tell you another statement. Thinking about positive itself is a negative thought. And that's going to change your perspective, trust me. So for example, you're sitting here, you guys are here in this college, you're enjoying it. But what if one day, you're out in your room and you think, you know what if I could work hard and go into IIM or an IIT? Is it a bad thought? It's a positive thought. It's a positive thinking. Yes, I want to grow. The same thing happens, I'm not going to say right now, I'm going to make everything related to the corporate structure at the end of the moment, and you're going to be like, oh my God. So, that's the mindset that we want to figure out. Not knowing what to do next and not having any options. That's the master glitch. And let me tell you another story. In your life, you understand everything. You learn everything from others. If I put you in a situation that you have no idea about how to handle, and you have no one, see, there is three ways of learning. One, you learn from somebody directly. Second, you observe someone and learn. Third thing is you observe it from someone else and then try to put your own formula into it and try to get an outcome. Let me give you an amazing example. You're going to love it. So for example, somebody is bothering you. They're not listening to you. And they just keep on pinching you here and there. So one fine day, I can give you a beautiful example better than this, but I don't know. Should I do it or not? You want another relationship example or you want a random example? Trust me. Raise your hand, you want relationship example. I know you guys are so scared. So for example, you guys are in, imagine you guys and girls, you were in 12th standard. The first time, 10th, 12th standard, when the first time you hear about all of this thing. Oh my God, he's getting into a relationship. Oh my God, he's getting into this. Oh my God, he proposed that girl and that girl slapped him back, right? So when you hear all of this, unknowingly that thing is getting into your head. Okay, fine. So if somebody did the same thing to me, maybe I'm supposed to react the same way. So slapping back, maybe it was not your personal choice, but it was what everybody else was doing, and you heard and you saw it working, so you just copy-pasted. So now the question is, now you are questioning everything. Now I'm gonna tell you something to do, and it's gonna be amazing. Trust me. How many times it happens that you feel like doing something? Like, you know what? I feel like I want to have Maggie right now. I feel like I want to have a South Indian dosa. I feel like going to a certain place. Why you feel like that? Because 5, 6 years, 10 years back, you were having same happiness. And at the same happiness, you had that Maggie. You had the dosa. Or you went to a particular place. And emotionally and mentally, you want to repeat the same thing. Because your brain thinks if you repeat, that was the clause of feeling comfortable and being happy. So if I copy pasted that, I'm going to feel happy. I'm going to master something. I'm going to tell you something that is going to be absolutely crazy. You have over to no control over your brain. You have no idea how strong your brain is. I'm going to tell you a little example. For example, you love magic, right? A lot of people have said that, if you believe in something, it's going to happen. How many of you believe in it? I'm going to give you a sarcastic answer to the same thing. Trust me, if you wake up tomorrow in the morning and you have belief that today a fairy is going to come and is going to take a tooth outside, if you believe it is going to happen, that's how strong your brain is. So the moral of the story is, I know you guys are so confused right now. Before you get into any learning, before you try to understand anything, before you try to learn anything, before you try to behave in a certain way, before you make any choices, make sure that your brain is going to trick you. And let's come to the last conclusion, why exactly we are talking about all of this and why exactly it is important in corporate. See, the journey is not about being a project manager or equivalent. The journey is about becoming a director or VP or CEO of a company. I've seen a lot of people in my life starting as a project coordinator to being VP, and as my mentor, he's a senior partner at Amazon right now. Totally love that guy. And what exactly you learn is there would be people and you have to make choices for them. So what exactly you need to understand is for making the right choice and for making choice for somebody else, you should be confident enough that you yourself with full consciousness is making the choice and not getting tricked or being emotional. You are not combining any decision, because being in the higher management, being in the top scale, you think it's easy, it's fun. It's not easy. Because when it is going to come to you and you have to call the shots, it's going to be a lot of pressure. So when you start making the right decisions right now, making sure that my decision is not emotionally affected, it is not favoring into my way, and I'm making this choice on a fair condition, that is going to be the right decision. I know a lot of people are not going to get a sleep tonight, but that's what I do. And with that, I'm going to leave this stage and you with a lot of thoughts. Thank you so much, and keep thinking and keep doubting yourself.